Welcome back to Popes and Pylons. Let's play some more Europa Universalis IV as Moravia. Right there in the middle of Europe, more or less, a bit of Eastern Europe, where we're going for the Great Moravia achievement. And we still have to take a couple of provinces from Bohemia, 2 from Poland, Novi Sachs and Krakow, a bunch of provinces from Hungary, and Ostmark and Wien from Austria for our achievement. We are still friends with all of these great powers on the southern and eastern side of our country, so we're eating into Bohemia and, other princes in the HRE. Salzburg's our vassal and needs to be integrated sooner rather than later. They are very, very poor because they're paying for 1 million forts. Yeah, they're losing 1 million ducats every month, and I assume they're paying a lot of interest already. They are. So eventually we're gonna have to eat them and then kill all those forts. But meanwhile, it's fine to have somebody pay for our forts. That's kind of good. Alright, it means that they don't really have any troops to help us in our wars, but that's what we have allies for, right? Now we are in a war against Bohemia, and this war is completely won. We caught in a lot of friends that just did most of the work for us. And the reason we're not piecing out here is that I want to take Prague, and that's too much aggressive expansion. I really, really want these people to get out of there, out of the potential coalition before I declare this, but because I really want Prague. I mean, there are other options, there are things we can take, and I believe we have other claims, we have tons of claims. So we could go and not take Prague and do something like this, maybe, which would give us a lot less, like 4 points less of a coalition. Well, it's probably 1 or 2 years that we could piece out earlier. But if you could look at these provinces, we have 13 and 7, so it's 20 development total, and they have okay trade goods. And we have Prague with 42 development, same level trade good, and inland center of trade, which I really want. So yeah, I really want Prague. That's sort of the be all end all of this. So I want to stay in this war as long as possible. I hope to not get called for peace too soon, so we can, just wait out the aggressive expansion. In order to do that, I think I'm going to send out my diplomats to improve with outraged countries. That does not help with our reduction of aggressive expansion, I don't think, but it should help with the amount of aggressive expansion that we get from them. In that vein, I'm also going to call this guy back from Lübeck. We have a quest to get Lübeck to 100, but they're capped right now, so we just send that diplomat back there in a couple of months, if I remember. Otherwise, we are planning to declare war on Pomerania over here as soon as we're ready to piece out Bohemia, so that we can core these provinces while being left at peace by the Emperor, who currently is still Nassau. We have Saxony voting for us as an emperor, and we maybe could get Cleves and or Oldenburg to do it eventually, but at the moment they are not. I'm actually voting for Austria. That's pretty cool, because if Austria becomes the emperor here, and it looks like they might be, then we will not have to deal with the, I don't think we have to, unless they change that, deal with the call for returning the territory. It feels like at the beginning of the war, of the game, we had a call even though we were allied to the Emperor, but maybe something odd was going on there. Normally you're not supposed to, but maybe they changed that, I don't know. Anyway, we have the option of always declaring just a humiliated war on Pomerania to grab some power protection, which we need, and to also hide our coring. Now, power protection. We are embargoing all our rivals, same thing, and we're very soon running below 50, which I don't want. So I'm going to send an insult to Pomerania here before I send my diplomat to do anything else. That gives us 5 power projection for a while, keeping us happy here. And I think since we don't have any enemies anymore, are there troops left here? 4,000, that should be fine. I'm going to drill my troops too. And probably gonna regret that in a second, as I always do when I click the drill button at war. Our consort has died. That's not really an issue. We have a good air. Not that strong on the military side, but very good in admin and diplo. It's kind of cool. Speaking of military, we also have to spend some military points. And I'm just going to put them still into Olomouc here, our capital. It is tempting to develop this institution, but it would take us a lot of monarch points, and the only ones we can really spare at the moment are military monarch points. And as I've discussed before, developing the institution does not really do too much for us. Peace out from Anhalt. We could peace you out for sure. How about we... we can. Never mind. Where's the button? Super peace. I want you to give me war reps, and do I need you to transfer trade power? Yeah, why not? Transfer me some trade power, and I don't know, and your alliance to Bohemia, because I want to keep killing Bohemia. Sounds good to me. And then some money, there we go. So these guys are gone from the war, now Provence is in there and Bohemia. And Bohemia are the ones I'm not gonna peace out for quite a while. Let's send our last diplomat to more outraged country improvement. See if we can't drop that aggressive expansion gain somehow. And we have to be careful to peace out before the Age of Discovery ends, because we get -10 aggressive expansion from that. So, see you next Tuesday. Coney down here is, so Provence is also done. Please come back for a second from your job and Cleves. So we can peace out the Provençans. And you guys, I want to pay me war reps. I don't need trade power down here, but I do want a long peace deal if we can get it. So I'm gonna end some rivalries or something. And those alliances, do that. I know, and all these deals, just so we... And give me enforced military access, there we go. I don't know if that actually costs me a... Maybe that costs me a diplo relation, I don't want that. But I do want... it's long enough of a peace deal. I think they're not really in the aggressive expansion region, so we should be fine. Just for yourself, there we go. And done. So now we're just at war with Bohemia, and at some point, unfortunately, call for peace is going to kick in. We have tons of money now from all these wars, so we can probably build things. Question is, what do we build? That workshop would be okay. No good marketplaces still. Very good barracks in our capital now, due to all the development we did. And a fine, that's very early, but I think I'm gonna build this farm estate here in Fradeco. Very early to have a manufactory, but very nice to have such an early manufactory too. Diplomat, back to outraged countries. Technology not being taken. And I'm sorry, friends, you have to hang out with me in this war for quite a while. My allies. It's just how things are gonna shape up here. Gain stability, gain points or gain ducats. I will go to +3, sure. Burger monopoly is gone. Are there any things we want to do with these people? Burgers... I could ask for diplo support, which I kind of want. If I can get them happy. Clergy, no. And nobles, no, because we have so much military anyway. How do I get you to 75%? Is there any land I can give to you? Probably not. Burgers, no. Can I take away land from you guys? Clergy, would you be willing to give up some land? Not really. Can I give you money, clergy? Is that a thing I can do? Clergy, I can. So I could give them 15 loyalty back. So I can take some land. So if I take this, they will be still above their limit, the amount that they require. So let's just remove this from the clergy. Give it to the burgers. Push them to 70 influence, so I would have... Yeah, it's gotta have to be fine. So the burgers are now at 70%. They will be at 80 once I grant monopoly charters, but I'm just going to revoke land if necessary. if they start rebelling. Gain that Diplo power and give some money to the clergy. I could seek support. Actually, I'll just seek support. No, they gain 10 influence. I don't want that right now. Let's just make a generous donation. Here, be happy, clergy. Okay. What about my army size? Do I... that's one more person I can have. So let's get one more person in there. Let's hope Pomerania doesn't make too many new friends while we are waiting for this war to end, because I want to declare war on them, of course. Yeah, these guys still want peace, but I'm still gonna say no. Still not making a ton of papal influence, unfortunately, even though the papal state loves us. Crusade on Messina. Alright. And Holy Roman Empire, still a lot of people voting for Austria, which is cute. Maybe all the deaths of Nassau have led to... Is Nassau actually dead? Nassau? No, they're still there. We're still gonna drop below that 50 power projection because I am not declaring war on rivals at the moment. I don't have too many age objectives fulfilled. How far am I away from having 30 development here? Not very. It should give me some more power projection, I think. From having a large city. No? Yes, it does. Very good. I'm still at war, so I still want war taxes. Sure, they're free. It's pretty nice to have. Truce with Montferrat has ended. Sure, sure. Do I want to develop this institution? It's probably still not spreading anywhere, is it? The fact that nobody seems to be colonizing is flabbergasting to me. Do you guys even have colonial ideas? Did they change something to that? You have exploration and expansion. And you have... Okay, France is not colonizing, but Castile is. And Portugal is. So, why are you guys so bad at it? How much more would I have to put in here? You get 5 and a bit more for each tick, so we need... Let's start at 54%. So we need like 40%, that's 8 clicks. Around about 8 clicks, 8 or 9 clicks. At average of say 90. It's math is difficult. Let's say it's around about 900 points. Good amount of which can be military. Do I want to do that? I guess I'm gonna do it. So let's spend some... Diplo is not very important for us right now, even though we want to integrate our vassals soon, but that's fine, I think. So I'm gonna start... No, it's gonna be last. Let's spend like a point of admin. Bunch of points of Diplo. Now we're at... we need like 5 more clicks, and I'm sure we can do 5. This is 19. There we go. I even would have been able to do 1 more click of military, but that's fine. I could immediately embrace the institution for 161 ducats, and I think I am. Am I? What's the point? We are able to take technology in 2 years. So I could wait, but it's not going to spread in 2 years, is it? Bruno, you'll have it in 20. No. Not even close to spreading in 2 years. 24, 21. So I'm gonna embrace it now. So we get more trade power immediately, and we get to take the tech as soon as we are allowed to, which is cool. It did cost us quite a bit. Ooh, we lost a Welt rival. It cost us quite a bit of monarch points here, and it's now going to give the institution to our neighbors, which is bad, but I think I still prefer this to just paying insanely high costs for all the institutions. And it should not yet spread to the people who hate me, or who I hate, I don't quite know. But it's probably spreading to everybody, mostly. With my improvement and all the things. Oh, it's not showing here anymore, that institution. It's not spreading to everybody, it's currently just spreading to Hungary. Oh, because my other provinces don't have it yet. Yes. That makes sense. I'm pretty sure it's my opinion of them that matters. Why are you attritioning me here? Don't be so annoying. Come on, go away. Maybe this is not a good province to stand in. Let's just move. And drill over in Pilsen. We miss a month of drilling, but that's fine. Go back to drilling. We have a costly embargo, so come back from Cologne, I guess. And get rid of that embargo. And go back to, well, let's just see at the beginning of the month. I want to see how our peace is looking. Which you apparently forgot all about. I just wanted Prague. 60 with mines, which is not an issue, but still a bunch of people at 56 that I do not have truce with. Magdeburg, Switzerland, Memmingen, and the Palatinate, which is 4 people. And I'm right, I have no truce with any of those? No. I didn't count Pomerania because Pomerania will be immediately in war with me, so they won't be able to join that coalition. But still, and I need to go back to improving. Still too many. And we don't have call for peace yet, so we're not like hard pressed to get out of this war. We have the advantage of getting war taxes, but we lose out on war exhaustion reduction, though that should be fine. I think we should be at 0 war exhaustion here. Yes, because we have the 0.5 reduction from our ideas. And we lose out on autonomy reduction in our provinces, because we're not at peace. Which sucks. I do want less autonomy. And I can't even go through the macro builder and just like reduce autonomy in these provinces because we're at war and you're not allowed to do that at war for some reason. So we're just gonna wait for the end of the year and then check again. I assume I have improved relations advisor. I do. I assume I have improved relations on in this trade node. Is this set? I think this is set. Yes. And down here as well. Yes. Would be kind of interesting to get into another node like over here for all these guys, but we would need another merchant for that as well. Not quite sure how we get another merchant in this campaign. Probably not going to take trade ideas. We're not going to colonize. There's going to be one from global trade, but that's a while away. Okay, I gain... Since this is usually a good decision, this would also be a good decision. So yeah, I gain the inflation for maximum military power here. And that is good because we're soon going to be able to take tech. And I'm going to want both military tech and military idea group. So we're going to need a lot of military power. And I just spent a bunch of that on developing the institution. So it is good if they don't... If we get any additional military power. Speaking of, that means I can probably milk my nobles. And I can modify us. Decline of the nobility is dropping off in 2 years, which gives them plus 10%. It's a bit scary. So I guess I'm gonna milk them in 2 years then. January 18. It's almost 1 year, that's fine. Can wait a year. Austria is now considered a great power. I don't actually mind that, considering that they are my ally. I do mind it insofar as we're gonna have to attack them eventually. But I mean, it's Austria. They're gonna be strong either way. Ottomans, Ming, France, Castile, England, Poland, Muscovy, Austria, and, well, not us. We now have a cardinal. So that should give us more influence on the Pope, right? That's not the Pope, that's the Pope. Yes, we now get double the influence of the Pope, on the Pope, which is nice. As long as we're still in their religion, which I'm kind of tempted to get out of once we have ended this war. I'm already being converted to Protestant here by the center in where? Oh, by this one. I assume. It's the only one around? Yeah. I think I'm going to switch. Maybe in between wars? I'm going to peace out Bohemia, click the switch religion button, and then immediately declare war on Pomerania. It's going to destabilize our country a bit, but hey. We'll find a way to deal. Yeah, still take those war taxes, please. As I told you, they're free. Make all the Catholics like me, or gain Protestant in Pilsen, which I want eventually. And people who like me anyway dislike me a bit. Papal State most of all. Yeah. Let's take that Protestant religion, I think. Because I'm intending to switch over there soon enough. No, I'm not going to convert core provinces to Catholic. That would be stupid. There's call for peace. Definitely going to have to wait until the end of the year. And right now, call for peace doesn't even cost us anything because we have passive 0.5 reduction, 0.05 reduction from our ideas. And we're only losing 0.02 now, which is going to increase, but not right away. What kind of rebels are you? Particularists? And immediately Poland comes and says, nope, no rebels for you. I don't really mind that. So as long as this is not at 0.05, which is going to be soon, we actually not gaining any war exhaustion. Now it's at 0.05, we're still not gaining, but soon at 0.06 we are going to start gaining. If we have to declare war on Pomerania soon, I'm going to move my units and stop drilling so they are at full morale when we do this. In maybe January, let's see how the aggressive expansion is shaped then. So here's January. Please come back from, sure, the Palatinate. And tell me how people would like this peace deal. Okay, that's a low number of people actually being in the coalition now. It's just Mainz, the Palatinate, Lüneburg and Pomerania. Out of which Mainz has a truce with us and Pomerania is going to be at war with us in a second. So that's pretty good. Did you find new friends? You found Poland? No! Had all these plans. Oh, Poland is not joining. Good, 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 good. Oh, that means I need to declare this war first. Because the reason Poland is not joining is that they are fighting on my side another war. So I can't switch my religion yet. Fine. Fine. Okay, here's what we're doing. We're declaring war on Pomerania. Any reason to co-belligerent East Frisia? Probably not. Friesland... Where's East Frisia? Friesland belongs to Milan. East Frisia is here. No, they have too many allies anyway. So we go ahead and declare war on Pomerania. Who's at military tech 9, which is the tech we can also take here. And I'll also take this admin tech and swap out my one cannon. And yes, it's gonna lose a bit of morale, but that's just on the one cannon, that's fine. I'm not gonna grab the one with shock values, so let's go here and grab a military idea group, which was going to be either offensive for the for the leader siege and siege ability, which I love, or I think quality for the infantry combat ability plus 20%. Since we're still in the age of infantry, I think I'm gonna go quality first. And we don't currently have the military power to do this, but we're close, right? When did the nobles stop? 17th of January, so very soon we're gonna be able to milk the nobles. That's great. So, what are we gonna do? We are going to... Yes, declare war. What's this decision though? Anything interesting? Missionary strength? No, not currently interested. Did I not swap? Oh, I can swap Schwarze Reiter. But since I don't have cavalry, that doesn't matter. So, Pomerania, I want to humiliate you. I am gonna call in Saxony. And start walking. And then... I'm not sure if they can call in Poland after the fact if the war score is below 25%. So... Make Cologne vote for us. Cologne. Probably not happening. I don't know if they can call in these guys later on, so let's wait a bit with ending the Bohemian War. On the other hand, I don't think they can. Let's just grab 25% war score real quick. Nobility is done, so now I should be able to go and, well, milk them. They're gonna be unhappy though. Guess that's fine, I want that military power. And burger disaster is ticking pretty quickly here. Before I forget that at war, maybe let's take a province from the burghers. Like this one. Also have unhappy burghers, but hey. I think I need to go crush their army, but they're going to Würzburg or something, right? Yes, I'm gonna fight them in Würzburg. And have Saxony do some occupation for me. Or Mainz. Do I want this Diplotech? What do I get? May study technology. Oh, I was sending spies out before, but I didn't even have to study technology, so that was pointless. Are we taking unbalanced research yet? We're not. I think I can still spend it, because even though I'm gonna start integration soon, there's no point really in... well, we're gonna gain more Diplo than we need for integration anyway, so that's fine. 66 months, so we have a bit of time left here. See if we can't throw these guys out of Mainz, which is farmlands, unfortunately not grasslands. Oh, you're in Frankfurt, which is probably also farmlands, yeah. Still, they might get a river crossing, they do not. But it looks like we're crunching anyway here with a 3 versus a 5, not great. 8 versus the 1, 0 versus the 1, and crunched. We lost 3,000 troops, they lost 4,000 troops. That's okay. Who's in the war? East Frisia, right? I think I'm gonna just kick them out here, if I can find them again. Who are you at war with? You're being sieged by Oldenburg. Okay. Never mind then. Where are you running? Paderborn. Oh, that's the Bohemian War, of course. This war, East Frisia, still has high thingamabob, but that's gonna change soon, I hope. I need to take the capital, Berlin, for ticking war score, so we gain a cheaper artist or some money. Let's take the artist here. I really want to PC out Bohemia because now we're actually starting to get some real war exhaustion, I think. If I find the right button, yeah, it's growing very quickly now. And I'm happy that we have the fort in Liegnitz. Also happy that I haven't disabled automatically turning on forts at war. So where are you running? Loaf is grasslands. Let's hit you in grasslands, and we hopefully not going to take any river crossing. Well, we would take river crossing. I don't have a better maneuver general, so let's just take the river crossing, but have it with 10% more infantry combat abilities. And +1 max promoted culture, but that's not highly relevant, and we should be able to crunch here. Not a stack wipe though, but 6,000 troops dead. Actually, where did they go? Was it a stack wipe? It didn't look like a stack wipe, but they're out. Okay, we have over 25% war score. They should no longer be able to call in anybody else, so I'm gonna peace out these guys for Prague and humiliate and war reps and money. Like this. Again, power projection. Everything's great. Coalition from Mainz and the Palatinate with very little actual coalition power. Very good. Got that, got that, got that. And we can finally start coring Prague. Holy nuggets. Yeah, I'm still gonna do it. We have +0.5 from war exhaustion, but oh well. It's gonna be fine. And that's the end of this episode. We have finally taken Prague, which is an insanely good province here, from the Bohemians. That should help us so much with our trade power in this node. Already at 30% now from like 8 or something that we had before. And that does, whoops, cancel. Did not mean to do that. That did not even include, it does not even include any real trade power from the node yet because of autonomy and stuff. That's pretty cool. If you like what you're seeing, guys, here, please, why don't you go and like the videos? And if you're not subscribed to the channel, why don't you subscribe to me so you get notified whenever there's a new video? If you do, I'm sure I'll see you guys next time.